you could be a millionaire in all six aspects of health. So we share tips on improving your physical, mental, intellectual, social, spiritual, and financial health. And today we're actually focusing on one of my favorite topics, spiritual health and the law of attraction. So any law of attraction gurus and people who are into the law of attraction out there definitely got to check out today's episode. So if you've never seen our show, though, this is a show built on the fundamental belief that every single person that you encounter or meet knows something you don't. And there is something to be learned from absolutely everybody. We're on a mission to teach the world how to grow into the healthiest, happiest millionaires in all aspects of life. And today we have three awesome guests to share their insight on that topic, their law of attraction. In the spirit of authenticity, though, we do not talk about tips or advice before the show starts. We keep it real. There's no bias, no persuasions, just three awesome people sharing their life journey and telling us how we can improve. So I'd like to start with our first guest, Ina. Hello, Ina. How are you today?
Hi, Josh. I'm so good. How are you? Thank you so much for having me here. How's your day?
Yeah, it's going so good. So good. We're excited to hear you and talk about the law of attraction today. So tell us, for our audience sake, though, a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
Thank you so much. So I'm Ina. I came from Ukraine to USA 10 years ago, and I have over 20 sources of income. So I do multiple things, and my main focus is to help people to live happy life. I help with health problems for children and adults in over 30 countries. I work to help people with finances and with relationship.
Awesome. Awesome. Renaissance woman here. So, in regards to the law of attraction, it seems you've attracted a lot of abundance into your life. What would be your tip for our audience?
So the most important thing when you're working on the attraction, good things in your life, is to keep in mind that you need to focus on five aspects of yourself. It's your mindset, it's your ancestral programs, it's your emotions, it's your physical body, and it's your energy level. When you work on all of them at the same time, you will see improvements about law of attraction and in general everywhere in your life.
Awesome. Awesome. That's a very thorough answer. And where did you kind of come across this information? Like, how has this been a part of your journey?
So my journey started when I was about 15 years old. My parents came to me and they said that I have a gift of energy work, of energy healing in me, and it comes from my great great grandmother. She was born around 1860 or somewhere there. And then I was developing my gift, and the last 5 years, especially, I was focusing on it more. And I was attending different courses, working with different teachers and mentors. And then it just kind of came together from different sources in one picture where it started to really show up in my life. And that's how I help my clients with that.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, very much appreciate the tip. And I'm excited to hear more about your energy work and your gift that you're bringing out in the world. So, um, thank you for being on. I want to bring our next guest on, Bonnie, and get her insight though. Hey,
Hey
Bonnie.
Josh, hey everybody. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Bonnie. Currently, I am living in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, as a hostel ambassador, volunteer ambassador for a hostel, and I'm also a life enhancement coach. As you can see, I'm out on my beautiful balcony, looking right at the Atlantic Ocean. And as a law of attraction, several things came into place for me to be able to move from Orlando, Florida to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina just 1 month ago. Packed up all my stuff, moved. Now I get to listen to the waves every night. So one of the things that I use is, a phrase I use is dream it, believe it, achieve it. You dream what you want, you believe in what you want, and then you're going to be able to achieve it. So always stay positive and stay motivational. And I'm a life enhancement coach with emphasis on mindset, mental health, and motivation. And I show people how to not worry so much about other people's opinions. Do what it is you want to do. Live the life of your dreams. I tell people to say bon voyage to the shackles in your mind and live the life of your dreams.
Yeah, I love it. That's such good advice. Dream it, believe it, achieve it, huh? So
Yep.
let me ask you this, Bonnie, like where in your journey did you come across or come up with this phrase of dream it, believe it, achieve it?
Well, Josh, it was like a long journey. I myself have personally dealt with homelessness, depression, anxiety, PTSD, and that's why I'm so passionate right now about mental health. It's not a stigma, and I want people to be anti-judgmental and anti-bullying. And just like I said, I dreamed a lot of stuff. I had really big goals, and this kind of fell into place perfectly. A lot of things fell into place perfectly for me to be able to be able to move from Orlando to Myrtle Beach, and I believed, I truly believed in what I wanted to do. I had massive dreams. I journaled about my dreams. I believed it, and now I've achieved it. So I've met people from all over the world. The amount of time I've been here, I got a lot more people to meet, and you can achieve your dreams. You're a good person. You do good things, and the law of attraction and spirituality will help you out for sure.
I'd say it's a pretty safe bet. You believe in the law of attraction pretty firmly, then, huh?
Yes, I believed in law of attraction for quite a while, and obviously, honestly, it took a minute for everything to fall into place. But once it fell into place, I believe it fell into place pretty good because I get to listen to the ocean every single night when I go to sleep, and I get to see dolphins, and I get to hear seagulls, and I get to have a nice time meeting people from everywhere.
Awesome. That's a phenomenal view too. I gotta say I'm a little jealous myself. I'm looking to believe it and dream it a little more now that I'm looking at you there in the ocean. So well, thank
Yes,
you
and
for
I make manifestation videos and stuff too. So I make manifestation videos. I go out and just be in the sun. So yeah, dream it, believe it, achieve it, everybody.
super cool. Well, thanks for your tip, Bonnie. Excited to bring you back on in the conversation with everybody else. I want to bring
Okay.
up our last guest. Last but not least, we have Eileen.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Eileen, how are you today?
Oh, I'm in transit. I'm just moving back from Mexico, from wintering in Mexico, which I manifested. Years ago, I never would have believed I could live 6 months on a beach. And
Very
so
nice.
I'm not back into my home yet, my home office. So I'm doing this on the fly. I'm from
Yeah,
Calgary, Alberta. Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
from Calgary, Alberta. Well, tell us a little bit about you and your experience with the law of attraction then.
The law of attraction, I've been learning for years and years and years, and my expertise is in helping women 50 plus where they're at a stage in their life where is this all there is? I find many women are a low grade depression where sorry about that, low grade depression. They've done the career, they've got the kids, they might be single, they might be looking to attract a soulmate partner, they might be in a relationship that's kind of flat, they want more. So I teach them to thrive, and I teach them the principles of the law of attraction to fire those principles and to create the life that they desire.
So, since you built a whole program around the law of attraction, what's like one big shining tip that you would give our audience on implementing it in their life?
A lot of people, why the secret didn't work is people thought all they had to do was think it and put it out there. But you really need to live the life that brings you to the frequency, the vibration that brings the law of attraction to you. And what the previous gal said, I love her statement that you need to believe it and see it and experience it. It's about bringing it into your life. It's about creating it and living on that frequency that will bring it to you. I have had so many experiences of the law of attraction working for me.
Well, what's one that experience you could pick out of, like, kind of what really opened your eyes to your tip then?
So people have heard about vision boards. And why are vision boards so powerful? Because they create a visual in your mind. And when you look at that visual, you see yourself in your life with it like that. That is the power of the law of attraction. So on my vision board, I wanted to get a new house. And the house I was selling was an old house. And a lot of realtors said, you'll never get a certain amount. You're only going to get land value. And I said, no, I don't think so. I think I'll be able to sell this. Short story, I sold it in 3 weeks in a very repressed market for $45,000 over what anyone told me I would ever get. And then I bought my new house, and it was I wanted adult community, townhouse, villa style, end unit, adult community, and I got all of that. And if you see the picture on my vision board to the house I have now, even to the tree out front, it is almost identical. It's all about the power of your thoughts. It is about putting it in action to create a conscious life, to releasing the traumas of your past life, to get out of the victim perspective, to be on the positive vibration, to bring it all in.
So powerful. Yeah, I want to bring everybody else back on to discuss as well, because, something I found, to your point that you're trying to make here, is that it's not just about thinking it. It's not just about even seeing it to a certain degree. For me personally, it was about removing the emotional blockage that I had attached to being on that frequency, right? And ironically, I think, guys in this day and age have been, especially older than me and further on, that have had this very don't show emotion and don't show feeling type of attitude or raising, have a difficult time attaching themselves to the law of attraction and really, like, being able to stay in that power, because we've been taught not to feel and not to process emotion, right? And for me personally, that emotion attached to already having the thing, right, whatever it may be, how I feel when I'm driving that car or how I feel when I'm living in that house, was such a huge thing as a barrier and blockage for achieving true law of attraction.
Yeah, another real huge block is our limiting beliefs. I call our limiting beliefs malware on our computer. It can be running in the background. We can be attempting to be positive, but until we really deal with the limiting beliefs on a conscious level and heal them and release them, then we can create a new perspective of life, consciously living a perspective life mindset as well.
I love that. Consciously living a perspective of life. That's really, really good. I appreciate that comment. So, what do you guys think about that? And Bonnie, you had put out this statement of dream it, believe it, achieve it. What do you think the barriers are in there from doing just that?
You do have to visualize, and you do have to take action. You have to. What is your why? I tell people, as a life enhancement coach, I'm like a 2-year-old. I keep asking why. Why do you want this? Why do you want that? You got to dig deep, and sometimes you have to be just sick and tired of being sick and tired. If you're unhappy with your life, see what it is you can do to change it. Tomorrow is May 1st, so going into a whole new month. It's getting closer to summertime. Have long-term goals, have short-term goals, and really very few goals are totally outlandish. If you'd have told me 6 weeks ago I'd be spending probably most of the summer right on Myrtle Beach, I'd have said, you're crazy. There's no way. And now I'm doing it. A lot of things fell into place because I believed it. I took action. I dreamed it, and now I'm achieving it. So if I could do this at 6 years old with all the stuff I've gone through in my life, anybody can do this. And what's your excuse? So just think about that. What's your excuse? What is your why? And what do you need? What actions do you need to take to reach your goals and your final destination?
Mm. Anything to add, Ina?
I love that so much, both what Eileen mentioned about healing and working on your inner blocks, and what Bonnie says about just go and do it, achieve it. And I would say being very aware of where you are right now, being very mindful, but being very gentle on yourself, bringing up your energy level so you're not tired here. You are inspired when you have energy for that. So that's what very important. And I love also working on ancestral stuff like ancestral energy, generational traumas. That is also super helpful to achieve more in life. And I also just moved 2 weeks ago to Florida. I just figured that I want to move. It was around February 14th, around Valentine's Day. I was like, oh, that's going to be a perfect gift. And everything just was like on time, everywhere to help me with that super easy move, and I'm enjoying that. I lived in near New York, right near Manhattan, and now I'm 30 minutes from super beautiful, calm beach with beautiful water. Just cannot be happier. So yes, guys, work on all of that, and you'll get there.
Very nice. Very nice. So I think all of you guys have had, ladies have had a very deep insight into law of attraction and your own personal lives and stuff. We do have a question here from the audience. From,
Could I
Kavita.
could I just mention a comment?
Sure.
I think a lot of people feel powerless, stuck, and trapped in their life, and they really don't have any idea how to go forward with it. And that's why they need us as mentors to help them and lead them through this so that we can give them a new perspective. We can give them more tools in order to create the life that we have created and the thought processes.
Yeah, yeah, and actually, that comment kind of goes along with what Kavita's asked here. Is more of like a tactical question. It seems like of how do limiting beliefs or negative energy interfere with manifestation. Do you want to tackle that, Eileen?
Yeah. Oh, limiting beliefs. As I said before, it's like the malware that runs in the background. You know, sometimes on our computer, we don't know that it's there, but it slows us down. It sabotages us. We have limiting beliefs about ourselves, about our self-worth, about the possibilities that we could have in life. I never believed I believe in living on a beach in Mexico for 6 months of the year, years ago. And it step by step, it came about. It didn't just appear miraculously. I needed to do the inner work to get me there.
Yeah, Ian or Bonnie, you guys got any kind of additional comments there for how limiting beliefs or negative energy interfere?
For
Sure.
me,
I'll
yeah,
take
go.
go, Bonnie. Sorry.
Yeah. For me, your subconscious mind is telling you what's going on, and your subconscious mind realizes what you're doing. So if your subconscious mind is telling you, "I can't, I won't," then your conscious mind is going to come into play. So instead of saying, "I want to have this, I want to have that," say, "I have this." Right? I journal a lot, and I use the Wheel of Life and vision boards, and it's like, use strong words. I will have this. I will have that. And make long term goals, break them down to short term goals, and start using positive words. As much as possible, take the words can't, won't, maybe, stuff like that out of your vocabulary. I will. I will achieve this goal in May. I will achieve this goal in 6 months, 3 months. And just start believing in yourself, and then other people believe in you, and then other people will help you. And you'll be, when you're around people who are very positive, that forces you to be a lot more positive. You don't want to be the negative Nelly in a whole group of people. You want to be the positive Patty. You want people to say, hey, I know that person. They're a good person. I want to help them out. And I've been able to help a lot of people out. I've had people help me out. So it's just stay positive, stay good, and spread your knowledge to others as much as you can.
That's beautiful. I will take on an energy, a negative energy phrase here, to point out that if you feel negative energy and you're judging yourself for that, you're like, I'm just stuck here. It only represents that there's some work to do there, some healing to do there. Just go by why this is happening, what is your reasons, what is your traumas, work on them, and then you won't have that. And the same with limiting beliefs. So yeah, it's all like Eilen says, it's all about inner work. I truly believe in that.
And from the spiritual perspective, all of our challenges give us life lessons. And that is our opportunity to work through life lessons, to embrace them, to be conscious of them, to understand what they really are teaching us. And that's what keeps our vibration high. Instead of staying in the challenge, we take responsibility for it. We engage with it and we understand it and we grow through those.
Love it.
Yeah, I like to think of it as an opportunity. You know, if everybody was perfect, we were all robots marching along in perfect sync, right? Life would be really, really boring. But because we do have these challenges, we have the opportunity to pass what we are or have been, right? We can transcend into something different or someone different or a different, situation that we have ourselves in, right? Be all through what we really had the whole time, which is ironic in and of itself, right?
Yeah.
And so leaning into our power, so to speak, into that opportunity where you do feel crushed and stuff, I think is really, really important. That being said, I think we've all kind of shared like some really powerful insights about the law of attraction. What do you think there's something our audience can do that's really simple, day to day, costs no money, as a challenge to themselves to really lean into the law of attraction?
I would say be very conscious of your words. Choose to, choose not to. The victim language, have to, can't, should. Those are words that are going to stop you. And just like Bonnie said, replace them with I will, I choose to, I choose not to. When you take a more powerful perspective for your life, and you are conscious of the words you say, the thoughts you have, do your inner work. You really can create a life where you thrive. And I'm a testament to that.
Awesome. I think that's a phenomenal tip, and putting into practice, changing those negative words into positive can very much have a deep impact on it. So
people don't realize it's like a computer. What you type into your computer, it accepts it as fact. So what you tell yourself, your conscious mind accepts it as fact. So if you're putting in negative thoughts, your conscious mind will accept that. When you switch to positive, it raises your vibration and really changes your life.
Yeah. We've got another audience question here from Nanu. And Ina, I want you to take this one. Are there any specific affirmations, visualizations, or journaling prompts you can recommend?
So I do lots of journaling, and I learned to do it in a very specific way. To add to the previous question, my point of view was also working on your not only energy level in your body, relaxation of your physical body, because limited beliefs lives in your subconscious mind, which is connected to your physical body. So the more you are relaxed, the better you will see manifestation work. Journaling here comes to place where you actually can work on your emotions there. So when you journal, if you put their word specifically sadness, fear, anger, even if you're like slightly irritated, it's still anger, like working with your core emotions there. So if you journal with words sadness, anger, guilt and shame, that will get you in life much faster than if you are just journaling about whatever. It's a tool to work on your emotions, and it's the most effective thing to manifest things.
Phenomenal. Anybody else anything to add to that as far as a specific affirmation, visualization, journaling prompt?
I have something to add for journaling, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Thank you. I have a unique journaling method, and I call it the green, yellow, red method. And what I do is, if everything is okay and I'm happy, I journal in green. If I wake up in the morning and I had a good night's sleep and I'm ready to go for the day, I journal in green. Any activities for the day, I journal in green. If I'm upset about something, if somebody made me upset or something happened, I journal that in red. And if I'm feeling okay, not great, not bad, I journal that in yellow. And then when you go back and you look at your journaling, you'll notice a pattern. And I find that it's my green, yellow, red ranking system. And I find I use that in all aspects of my life, to be completely honest with you. Watching, reality TV and stuff like that. So if things are good, journal that in green. If things are bad, journal that in red. And if things are okay, journal that in yellow. And then you'll notice a pattern. Maybe every Monday morning you're journaling in red because maybe you don't like your job, or every Friday night you're journaling in green because you're ready for the weekend. So once you start noticing those patterns, if you're around certain people and they upset you, maybe you need to not be around them so much. If you're around people that make you happy, doing things that make you happy. So the more green you get your journal, the better. And try not to have, too much red. And if you do, see what you need to do to fix it. But I've noticed with myself, when I do that, that has really helped me tremendously. And I've shown this to a bunch of people and they're like, oh my gosh, I've never really thought of it this way. So I've helped a bunch of people internationally just using my green, yellow, red journaling method. So if you guys want to try that, go for it. Let me know how it works out for you.
Cool.
This is
That's
really
awesome.
I did have
Thank you.
a journaling technique where I was supposed to journal specifically on my energy level, like just put points where that is located. It's funny now on iPhones there's an app for mental health and they have exactly the same system that I was doing like 2 years ago, and it resonates a lot with how you're doing it. It's awesome. Yeah, it works. It's really life-changing. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
It's beautiful.
I have a list of manifesting statements that I do every morning and night. I give them on my website that people can use. Manifesting statements are putting you in the mindset of creating the energy for that day and for that night. Last thing you think about at night, and energy attracts energy. So when you're positive and you're putting out your manifestations, they come back.
Back to the positivity. I love it. I love it. Fueling me up this morning here. So, well, I definitely appreciate all you guys, our guests here coming on today. At the end of today's episode, we've actually got a special video here that we've curated as well for the law of attraction. And then, I also want to reiterate, take those negative things and change them to positive. Just even a couple words, like Eilen was saying, I think can really have a dramatic impact on the positivity that you're feeling in your own life, and not only just feeling internally, but also receiving. So, thank you guys so much for being on the show. We really appreciate you, and take care.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us on.
Great. Had a great time meeting everybody. Thank you very much.
Yeah, nice meeting you all.
Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day. Yeah.
Happy 150th episode to Millionaires Are Made. I am currently not available, and the best part about it is we've built such an awesome community. We have our guest host, Josh Perry. Thank you so much. We have all of our guests have been on the show, hundreds of you. Thank you so much. We'd love to have you on our show as well. And the best part about everything is I can help out a local farmer here on my island and still help you guys learn and grow from all of our guest experts. We'd love to have you on the show. We love that you watch the show. Thank you so much. And never forget.
Awesome. Well, that's the owner of our show, Austin, from Carnival and St. Thomas right now. So
nice. And he manifested that, right?
Man, did he ever? That guy's manifested a lot of wild things in his life. If you know Austin, like I do. So he and I are very similar in that regard. So, but this has been an awesome show. Law of attraction is something that's really near and dear to my heart, and I know Austin's as well. And like he was saying, this is our 150th episode. It's all because of people like you in the audience, guests like you coming on the show, and we very much appreciate all of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's great being here.
Thanks for having me.